Like, will everyone get the access for recording? See, I clearly mentioned that if I give access for recording for everyone, then you will not pay too much attention on the training session. So access will be provided only if you miss the training, not for everyone. So please remember that, and please stay attentive in the session. That will be very helpful for us and for everyone. And by the way, recording will be done. Don't worry about it. If it is really necessary that there is an important concept that I have covered and everyone need to check it, I will definitely share it. There is no such restriction that I will not share. Okay, cool. So let's see what do we have. Okay, it's getting recorded. So in every teams there will be a OneNote that I will definitely add, because this is where I will keep all the notes. So only with this OneNote will have all the information that you need, that any data that I will add. So team 3 notes. Okay. So everyone should have the access for team 4 notes as well. Just go ahead and check it. Recording links. Okay. So for daily diary, I'll be writing out daily notes. Uh, Day 2. Okay. So yesterday we have checked one of the resume. Okay. So this, since we have only 4 days working, as I have clearly mentioned, tomorrow and Thursday will be a holiday. Tomorrow we'll have a session, and depending upon Friday's requirement, if you are okay, then we can have a session, or else we can have directly on Monday. Okay, sounds to be good for everyone. Or any further questions?
Can you please repeat it once again?
Okay,
Tomorrow are we going to have?
yes, tomorrow we are going to have. Thursday is Diwali, right? So Diwali and the next day can be a holiday. But if you are available on Friday, then I will also come. I will also take a session for you. Okay, done. Let's see what exactly and how exactly do we need to learn UiPath. So how many of you here have already completed? I think I know a few members have already completed academic trainings, but let's pause for some time for others as well. So everyone have access to these notes. Can everyone open the notes in their channels and type in all the links that you have? Uh, like, okay, what are the links that I follow normally? It's academy.uipath.com. So this is what I need to go and learn. So everyone, can you also please type in your links over here? If you know anything, if you don't know anything, so that we'll have a quick repository of what are the links that we normally take. Go ahead.
To follow Academy only. Academy.
Expo Hub, okay.
You want us to paste some channels, YouTube channels?
Yeah, please go ahead. Leave mine. And give me 2 minutes, please. I'll join. I'm keeping myself in mute. By the way, you can internally talk within yourself. Let's see what you will discuss. Okay. How many of you know about how to write code directly or how to convert code from UiPath, from any .NET or C Sharp directly into UiPath? How many of you know that? You can unmute and talk. Okay. Don't know. Okay. Let me just go ahead and give that link for you then. Check out. Okay. Playlists.
Vajran, sorry to disturb you.
See, if you're talking, don't say that sorry to disturb you. We are here to talk. No problem.
Yeah, actually, I have a problem in accessing Team 4 notes.
Okay.
It is giving one pop-up message that
Mm.
this page contains changes that could not be matched.
Okay. Do one thing. Just refresh the page or refresh. See, there will be an option here to refresh. This reload tab you can do, or you can
Yeah.
also you if you are using browser, you can just refresh the browser. Okay. So this is one link I would suggest you because this is completely on basics. Second thing is live talk members for job trainings. Yes. I've created one specific link only for job trainings and how to crack that interview job trainings. This contains a list of 15 videos. So how to use Boolean and how to convert C sharp, how to change variables, how to use variables part 2, part 3, operators, data types, everything will be available here. Okay. So here comes our quick repository on how to do that. So what do you think will help you to learn completely? Excuse me. So academy.uipath.com, and the second one I would suggest you is this one, tutorials.vb.net.com. So this complete series is on tutorials point. So you can go ahead and do that. Okay.
Okay.
So if you are planning to learn, then go ahead and learn. Start academy.uipath.com. Let's do one more thing. Um, who can share the screen now? Linga, can you please share your screen?
Sure, I'll share my screen. Not getting option to share the screen. But no way. You are
Hello.
not allowed to share your screen.
Okay, let me change the settings. Everyone can share the screen. Yep. Can you do it now?
I can, yeah, I can do it now.
So everyone is typing, don't know what is. Okay, you don't know about
And that's
basics.
the code you asked, no?
Okay,
Code to UiPath. Written for UiPath.
cool. You can minimize the screen, like this tab, or you can change the tab. Go to academy.uipath.com. So I hope everyone have registered for academy.uipath.com. Does everyone have installed UiPath in your machines or not? Is still do we have anyone who didn't install UiPath in your machines? It's important and it's mandatory to do that.
Yeah, here it is.
Login.
You're able to even
Login,
place the
please.
data. Yeah, I logged in.
Go to courses. Okay.
Still
Um,
have many courses are there.
let's go on the left side, RPS starter category, top. Yes.
RPS.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So if you are very new, then go with introduction to RPA, or else you can uncheck that one, please. Reset on the left side. Okay. Scroll. There should be some advanced developer training. So can you please scroll down
Okay.
and see if you are having access? Difficulty level.
Yeah. Advanced.
Check with
Okay.
advanced.
Yeah, I have checked it.
Scroll down. There will be 20-hour session, 30-hour session.
PhD, I think. This is the
Okay.
one.
So robotic enterprise framework deep dive. Okay, open that. Scroll down. Yeah,
Yeah.
here it's
Scrolling down.
generate yearly report. So this is the advanced training. I think Linga have already completed. So if you need to have certification, this is what you need to complete. Advanced developer training, but this was changed to robotic enterprise framework deep dive. No, earlier it was advanced developer training.
Yeah. Yeah. Recently, I got some notification as well. See,
Yes.
course got changed.
Yeah. New learning plan RPA developer advanced is what we need to have. Click on that.
New learning RP developer plan.
Yes. Open
Advanced
that.
planning is now available. Okay.
Open that.
I'm clicking on this, but it's not opening.
Okay, leave it. So,
Or else I'll go by this
yeah.
learning by roles.
So can everyone
Here it is.
please confirm? Yeah, you can go ahead directly to RPA Developer Foundation. Foundation, RPA Developer Foundation. Third one.
Yeah, here it is. Yeah.
Third one in the continuous learning you need to complete within our training program. So this will help you to understand the project activities that we are using. Since we are not covering on what are the basic activities, if you are very new, then go ahead and complete these. This will be easier and self-learning as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and do one
Yes.
simple thing. Um, let's create a server and then or create a main orchestrator admin, and then let's add give users the access. So can you open cloud.uipath.com?
Okay.
So I need I need 4 emails, and whoever types in first in the chat will take that email. So let's take those. Okay, now the
Yeah.
screen is
Here is
coming.
my cloud.
Yes,
UiPath.
Bhaskar
It's going
sent,
to
Dheeraj sent, to Vijaya sent. So let's give your orchestrator access to your clients. Okay, on the left side there will be an admin panel. See, or else on the right side you can see manage as well. Click on that. Okay, on the left you have accounts and groups.
yeah. Here it is.
Accounts and groups on the left side below tenants.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Accounts and groups.
Okay, so this is the
Government.
place where you can invite users in bulk. Okay, click invite users in bulk.
Okay.
Yeah,
Users in
just
bulk.
go ahead and add the emails. No, if you add it in CSV, then you can use CSV. Then here you can just use invite users and then add emails. Go to Google Meet, chat. Yeah, First one is
For which they start?
Akash. Okay. So
Right?
how exactly, yes, correct. So how exactly do we give access for different robots within Orchestrator? Is this is the way how we do that. But if we are using or if you're trying to create, so earlier, if you have seen, we are giving user access like we are creating new accounts for every user and we used to give, but right now the activity got changed and we need to give their email IDs and the links will be sent directly to their email ID. Okay, so group membership, so there are four groups here. uh, they are automation users, automation administrators and developers. So this is authorization. So authentication is different from authorization. Authentication is you will be able to log in into Linga
Cloud
orchestrator,
Orchestrator.
but authorization is to which level you will be able to access. Is it to automation users, which will give access only to run the application, or is it administrators, which will give you the complete access of the orchestrator, and developer access that will give you the development access only. It will not give you anything else. So what exactly is it? So that you will be able to understand.
Yeah. Users means they will be having whomever I add here, they will
Mm,
be having just access to Cloud Orchestrator and they can run the processes, right? You mean
exactly,
to say?
exactly.
Yeah.
So the people also had it, right? So they cannot even log into the system. Just they need to.
They can
They
log
didn't
in,
get
but they
any
will not have the
notification.
access to edit or change or anything. So what we can do is, Akash, let's give Akash automation user access. Click on automation user access. Okay, invite. Click
User.
on invite.
Yeah. Right. Allocate user according to the group membership.
Yes. So depending upon the user group, licenses will be automatically allocated. You need not allocate separate license.
Okay.
So let's leave it, and then let's go with some
Actually,
attended.
yes.
Hmm,
Yeah. I did one thing yesterday, Vajran. I
hmm,
removed all my licenses. That
hmm.
means uh,
Don't give
if
any
I'm going to
licenses. We
allocate.
are not providing any licenses here. Licenses will be restricted for you and you will be able to do that. But what we are giving is we are giving the authorization of orchestrator. So orchestrator can be logged by everyone.
Okay. Okay. That's it. Then I give an invite.
Okay, let's give Dheeraj administrator access, Bhaskara administrator access as well.
Bhaskar spelling is wrong. I sent last one with that.
Okay, so
Actually,
let's go with Dheeraj then. So Akash, please, you need to share your screen.
users.
So please go ahead, be ready, log in and be ready.
Yeah, I'm adding Dheeraj as
Yes,
administrator,
two administrators.
not automation.
Correct,
Okay, not automation.
correct.
I have given. Okay.
Close. Okay,
Here you can.
let's go with Vijaya.
So developer, no? For
Yes,
Vijaya.
yes.
Okay. Then I can see four. Yes, the members have been added.
Okay, let's continue and see what Akash got. Akash, can you please share your screen?
Is it visible?
Yeah, it is.
So this is what my orchestra is looking like.
Okay, so what is the access that you got?
Actions. This action is not your orchestrator. It is my orchestrator. I think it's my tenant only.
Exactly. So now this let's assume or let's think that in an orchestrator, in a cloud orchestrator, different tenants will be different environments. For example, here we have Siddha personal as one tenant. We can take or this is new default tenant. So new default tenant is a tenant that we can try to understand that uh, this is a development environment. So if you want to have a QA environment and if you want to have a UAT or if you want to have production environment, we can create new tenants. Okay, open default tenant, please. So what access have we given?
Shared access.
No, no. What is the access restriction that we have given? Is it automation developers, users, or
I think
administrators?
automation developer.
Automation user, I guess.
Yes, you are an automation
user.
user. Yes. So since you are an automation user, see you are not able to see monitoring tab and settings tab.
Yeah.
It's restricted, right? Okay, and machines also you will not be able to see. So all you can see is processes, assets, and queues.
Can you click on tenant? Okay. I think once we click on tenant, it gets changed. Can you click on machines there? Oh, we can't add machine.
Yes,
We can give it.
yes. So these are the restrictions that groups will have. So we should not give access for each and every user for all the activities. A business user need not have access for administrative rights that they can add or delete tenants. They just need to see job history or job status, anything, something like that. Okay. Now what we will do is go to process. Again, you cannot add a new process. Okay, click on jobs. You can start jobs. Okay, click on triggers. Exactly. Logs. Yes. So Vijaya, do we have your orchestrator ready?
Yes, I have. Actually.
Yeah, please share it.
Have you given the control?
There is no control that's required. You have the access. Please share it.
I think you might have got an email from UiPath or UiPath. You should have got invite. Please log in. Yeah.
Okay, if you are not ready, Dheeraj, are you ready?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, please do that.
You are seeing my screen now?
Not yet. Just a second. Shivam, Pradeep, Satish, Venkat, Akash, try to add your images to your Google accounts. We will be able to see your faces.
Okay.
Dheeraj, are you sharing?
Yeah. Just a second. I'm sharing with you. Okay. Now you are able to see?
Not yet.
Not yet.
How about mine?
If you're ready, you can.
Just open
Okay, Dheeraj already shared it. Just wait for a second, then we can go with you, Vijay.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, tell me, are you able to do everything that an admin can do? Each and every activity?
See, that's not everything about that. I am using my all orchestrator, adding the machine part, all those things I know about that. Using
It's not about,
system.
I'm not helping you now to add orchestrator or to create folders. I'm just showing you what are the different access levels that a group will have. Okay, so if you see, Akash had very restricted access that since he is an automation user, he can start only the jobs and he can view the jobs, nothing else. But Dheeraj, as an administrator, what can you do?
I can look whether the job is running as well, update the job is completed or not.
You can, as an administrator, you can perform every activity as an owner. You can create new users, even you can delete this tenant if you ask me.
What type of edit was needed from?
I think that will be in the shade. Click on shade. There are no data or details. That might be a reason. Click on machines.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you are okay, we can add the mission.
Yeah. So here, see, no need to add anything now. This is just to show that okay, these are the details that we have, and this is how we can restrict the changes or restrict user access. Click on shade. So again, this particular user also have the machine access denied and triggers denied. So even the administrator, orchestrator administrator need not have few details, I guess. So is it orchestrator administrator that we have given it for you? Okay, click on process. You can add a process. Click on triggers on triggers and logs. So you can export, you can download, you can do everything. On the left side, you can, if you can go to more and admin below test manager. Admin. Okay. So I think this is restricted. Click on retry. Okay, this I think this is restricted. Your session is expired. Let's try to do that again. Let's go with Vijay for now. Okay. So admin has all the access. Okay. So I think this is mapped. This mapped you back to Dheeraj UUQZH. That was the reason. Once you log out from this particular tenant, you can log in again from Satish tenant. Okay, Satish organization. So whatever URL after or whatever the word you are seeing after the URL after cloud.uipath.com, that's an organization. And if you go into an organization, you can go map into tenants. That's the difference. Vijaya, you can start sharing your screen.
Yes.
So now we are seeing which access? Automation
Mine is
developers.
automation developer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What will be everyone access?
So everyone access is like we don't have any specific restriction. Uh, it will be like only you can access see the orchestrator, nothing else. You cannot perform any activity or anything. Okay. Let's also give Bhaskar or Akash or Venki. Anyone? Okay. Linga, please give access everyone to Bhaskar. Okay. Vijay,
Yeah, correct.
are you sharing the screen, please?
So Aslan, I will get a mail if he given everyone access.
Yeah, I have given access.
Yes, you will get an email to your Gmail ID. Vijay, are you sharing your screen?
If she is not available, we can share to somebody else, like automation
Let me
developer.
share my screen.
Okay. Linga, what you can do is give Akash automation developer access.
Hope you can see my screen.
Yeah.
It has given this.
So on the top in the URL, there is Siddha's organization that you're trying to log in. Okay, so you are a developer, or are you a user? Just a user. So Linga, what have you given?
I'm trying to give Akash.
No, for Bhaskar, you have given everyone access.
Everyone.
Okay.
Yes, everyone. Access.
Now, everyone doesn't have any details.
Yeah, I don't see anything here.
I think he just got access. That's it.
Exactly.
Logged in.
Exactly. Click on admin on the left bottom. Admin.
Left down.
Yeah. So see the restrictions that are available. He cannot see organizations, accounts and groups is what he can see, and licenses. And okay, these are the users that someone, if you have access, you can see. Click on licenses. You can see about licenses that are available, but you cannot allocate anything, you cannot delete anything, you cannot do anything else.
Okay.
Okay.
So what is the main? Everyone does means. What is their main role?
No, see here, this is mainly for automation.
I mean, you mean to say running the orchestrator?
Yeah, if they just need to log in to Orchestrator, we can give everyone access.
They have only access to
Yeah.
whereas I given
You can
everyone
also
access,
see
they can
that in
only
accounts
log.
and groups. Click on accounts and groups and click on groups. Okay, here are different groups where you are not able to change anything, but admin and as well as uh, owner can change these details.
Okay.
Okay, so do we have Akash developer access now?
No, not yet given. I'll edit it.
Yeah.
It's not taking. Akash edit information developer. Yep, I'll give an access.
Akash,
So as like generally once we create an orchestrator, then based on the roles they can take actions.
okay.
That is what
Frankly speaking, if you are going to very new organization, then you will see all these details. But if you are going to an established team, then all you will be given is you will be given a robot to develop and an orchestrator tenant to work on, nothing else.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be already done, right? Because who are already maintaining the orchestrator, they will give it for you. You need not worry on how to check with these licenses and all. There will be separate COI team, there will be a separate development team, separate administrator team to do all these activities. Here I'm just telling you so that if there is any requirement for you that you need to do some changes, then you will be able to understand. So here we are seeing whose ID, whose, okay, no, but who shared it? Akash. Okay, so let's see with developer access. Can you create packages?
Yeah, I can add the
Yes. Monitoring, queues, you can add queues as well. So see the differences. You can add assets, delete the assets, everything. I really wonder if you can create an asset, but you cannot delete an asset or you cannot delete a package. That will be owner or administrator access restriction. So just understand that. Okay, on the left side there will be admin. Let's go into admin and let's see what do we have. Okay, here everything is restricted again for you. Click on accounts and groups and go to groups. Okay, so this is the level of restriction that we can give for any user. And who decides it? Project manager and team lead, and client decides which access to be given by to which user. Normally, it will be a project manager or a team lead that decides on which access to be provided. Sounds good? Okay, so we are done with 50 minutes of our training session. So we have completed what we have completed. We have listed down what are the from where we can self-learn, and what are the uh, what are the groups, or what are the activities that we need to perform in UiPath Academy to get the certification. Third one, we have seen how Orchestrator works and how exactly can we give the access and what are the restrictions that we can provide. I'm making this 1 week earlier so that you can be a guiding force to the next members who join from 7th. Okay, even if it is one member or two member, that doesn't matter. We need to help them. Okay, because there will always be new joinees into the team, right? We cannot restrict the team only for one or two members. There will always be new joinees, and we need to give them information.
Azam,
Yes.
Bhaskar,
Yes.
to be frank, I'm not sure what is the orchestration, all these things.
Yeah. Okay. So Orchestrator is a okay. Now we have how many members? 12 members in the team. Okay.
Yeah.
If you have a process or a bot running in each and every machine, then let's assume that there is a Shivam machine where there is a process that's failing. Okay. Now, uh, and that process is failing from for Satish and Pradeep as well. Now, what will be your activity? Can you please tell me how will you check that? In general terms.
No, we just have to shut down that and find out the problem why
So
it
you are
is
saying that you
failing.
will take remote of Shivam's machine and you will see if there is any issue, and then you will continue. Can I take that?
Yeah,
Something like that?
yes, you can take some time. But
Okay, if there are so the same thing you need to perform an activity for same activity for Satish and Pradeep as well. Is it correct? Now let's say that there are 200 machines.
okay.
Will you be able to access each and every machine? Is it possible?
Sometimes it's not possible. I agree with you.
What about 2000 machines?
No, not at all possible.
So even see, literally in normal environments, we can log in only to one or two machines, not more than that. Even if we have third machine, then it will be a redundant activity for a developer as well as for a team.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we are doing, we are having Orchestrator as a central repository. We have jobs, we have Orchestrator tenants, um, we have access for all the robots will be given access to Orchestrator directly. Now, in this Orchestrator, if there is any issue, we will check with the logs, we will check with the jobs, we will check with the triggers, and this is the place where we find out where exactly the issue is.
Okay.
So if
Understood.
we have issue only for one machine, that one machine is not able to log in, we will get to know if that machine is available or not in Orchestrator directly. So this is like an admin panel that will help you to monitor the jobs, create the jobs, as well as check for all the restrictions as well. Like if you want to give access to few users, how you can you maintain the restrictions, and if you want to send some asset, for example, there are some global variables that need to be accessible by each and every workflow or each and every robot. So
I
can
think just to correct me, suppose because in my organization we are using microservices. There also we have orchestrators for each services.
Mhm.
So similar way does it work? Because there also we have a workflow and a job ID
Exactly. You can take it in a similar method.
Okay, got it. I thought it will be something different, so I just.
No.
No, I got it. Yeah.
Okay. So last 5 minutes do we have for this session? We are not spilling out any session times. So any questions for our training till now? What we have done, and were you able to understand what you haven't were not able to understand when you're working alone? Vijaya,
If no one has questions, I will ask two questions regarding interview.
interview. Please go
Bot,
ahead.
yeah, bot licensing. Actually, I have got two questions. In every interview, they will ask definitely
Mhm,
bot licensing.
mhm,
So, how will you manage or handle bot licensing?
mhm.
Another one is bot naming conventions or bot IDs. What IDs you have given for the bots?
Okay. So
Yeah.
normally this question will be given to a user who is maintaining the licenses. So if you are going to 2000, okay, now this is what you can do. Linga, please share your screen.
Yep, sure. I'm sharing my screen. Test screen.
So what about the naming convention? Normally a bot naming convention should always be a username in which a bot is allocated to. So can you open command prompt? Open CMD and see this user is Dell. You can type in who am I. Yes, you can type in who am I, and here you can see the this is under Dell user. So why do we in organizations how the usernames will be? Either they will be with a user who is using it, or if it is a server machine, it will depend on SRV hyphen organization name. If it is prod, it's prod, or how exactly is it can be determined by the organization naming convention.
See, what I know as in my organization, right
Mm,
now they are using like
mm,
this, like the Windows
mhm.
production machine.
Yes.
If it is UiPath, UI,
Mhm,
if it is a client mission, then they'll give interactive client.
mhm,
Then BT,
mm.
what 01, like this they'll give.
Exactly. So this is the
Windows product.
license normally like this is one naming convention that a organization can follow. But if they ask you like what is the naming convention, then you can say that yes, if it is bot, if it is prod, we give name prod in the naming convention. Along with that, is it unattended mode or attended mode license? But you cannot restrict it to attended or unattended mode. As a at a user level, you need to give a generic username so that in future if you want to change the user access to attended mode, you can do that. So yes, this naming convention it looks also good. Windows, if you are using Windows machine or if you are using Ubuntu, you can change it to U, I guess, or Linux. Okay, so
Linux
yes,
production
production
and
or
UI.
dev. You can go with dev, Linux DEV,
Yeah,
DEV.
Linux DEV.
Just give pod 01.
Right.
Okay, so these are the names that we can normally go ahead with. But again, you as a developer will not be able to directly give this without confirmation with your manager or lead because they might have already have taken some naming convention. Just check with them. Okay, so that's how you will give naming conventions. And with respect to licenses, go to Orchestrator. In the accounts and groups, click on accounts and groups and see with the
I think
accounts and groups on the top left. You're not able to access.
consent groups. Yep.
Okay, see, you have many other accesses rather than other people who are checking with the orchestrator. You have external applications, you have robot accounts, groups, authentication settings as well. You have. Okay, so for every user, you have a right side a robot symbol. Here at the bottom, Akash has a robot symbol and everyone has a robot symbol, right? Click on that robot symbol,
I didn't get where is that robot?
right side, next to date, next to date.
Date. Here, this is the one.
Yes, edit license allocation. So here you can add a group license inherited from the group, or you can also allocate a user a individual licensing. So if you click on individual licensing, click on allocate user. So here you will be able to give which type of license do you need. Is it an unattended or attended or the automated user? Whatever licenses you have, you can give it. Okay. But how will you add license? So
Then
this is on to 2021. If it is about 2020 and 2019, then in the robot tray, go to robot tray, please.
robot.
Yeah, at the bottom you have
Your part,
no, not
your path
this.
assistant.
No. Yeah, UiPath assistant. That's correct. So we are spilling 1 minute of our time. But yeah, here we can log in directly if it is an interactive user, or else there is a different option. On the top, you have human symbol, right? Click on that human symbol, preferences, set preferences. In the orchestrator settings, we can give URL, and if it is service URL, if you want to change it, click on service URL. You can give a machine key. Okay, how to give machine key and all? Let's do it from Monday because it will be a global training, or if you can say everyone need to know this. Okay, but this is where you have this. If you want, you can go ahead and try. And how can you get these details? Is go to tenants, please. How can you get a machine key? Tenants. Go to new default. New default. Okay, and here you can see machines, yes. And on the right side you have Vijay and as well as Akash, right? So they have a machine key on the right side. If you can just copy the machine key. Okay, so that machine key you can allocate on the right side. Click on options. Yeah, more actions. Yes, you can also edit the machine. Scroll down. So you can see what type of process are available, process compatibility. So here you can see production is 0 on the top.
Yeah, production.
So here we can edit the licenses count. Like if we need to give 2 production licenses or 1 production license, we can give it over here. This is at a tenant level. You can also do the same thing at a user level. Oh, uh,
Tenant versus user.
yes, tenant versus like on the left side there is folders, right? Shade, Siddha, test and all. So
Yes, yes.
if there are any users allocated to that particular folder, you can also give access to that folder itself.
Directly access to folder. So
Exactly.
that all users who are part of that folder can access.
Exactly. So it's like a group allocation, but to a folder level. So there are different restrictions, different licenses types. So to answer your question in the interview, you can go into UiPath Orchestrator admin, and in that admin, if you want to add a user, click on machines and click on users, and you can create a new user, and you can give access for them. And to add a machine, you can go to a tenant. There will be a machines option. You can create a machine, and then you can click on add machine details if you don't have, and if you get a machine, then copy the machine key, and you can add in the UiPath assistant. Vijay, if you don't understand, you can see that again in the recording. I'll share this recording with everyone. Okay.
And one more thing,
Yes, yes, yes.
I loaded the teams here.
Okay.
not come up.
Okay, just refresh it once. Click on that internet symbol, globe symbol.
It's taking to one note, no, instead of Teams directly.
Yeah. So everything will be OneNote. It's integrated to Teams. You may need to log in. Let's see. Just try, wait for till the evening, then you will be able to see or access.
Sure.
Okay,
I'll get back to you regarding WhatsApp.
definitely, sure.
It came.
This is Siddharth's notebook. This is different from the one that we are using. So that you need to access it directly from the Teams. Okay. So let's stop our session for today. And any questions about the training feedback? Are you able to understand? Is it very slow or is it very fast? You're not able to understand?